Good morning. Joy Capozzi here with Bible Thought for today, May 25th, from Acts 16, verses 23 to 29. And when they had laid many stripes on them, they threw them into prison, commanding the jailer to keep them securely. Having received such a charge, he put them into the inner prison and fastened their feet in the stocks. But at midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundations of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were opened and everyone's chains were loosed. And the keeper of the prison, awaking from sleep and seeing the prison doors open, supposing that the prisoners had fled, drew his sword and was about to kill himself. But Paul called with a loud voice, saying, "Do yourself no harm, for we are all here." Then he called for a light, ran in, and fell down trembling before Paul and Silas. And he brought them out and said, "Sirs, what must I do to be saved?" In Philippi there was a fortune teller who was being used to bring her masters great gain, lots of money. The evil spirit in her continued to make a disturbance wherever Paul and Silas went, until finally Paul rebuked the evil spirit and she was set free. This was wonderful for the abused woman, but her owners were displeased and got Philippi in an uproar against Paul and Silas. They had Paul and Silas arrested and beaten and thrown in jail. And notice what they were doing at midnight. They were not whining and questioning why, after being obedient to the leading of the Holy Spirit, they had met with such torment. They were singing and praising God. Then at midnight there was a great earthquake that loosed their chains and opened the prison doors. The Philippian jailer thought everyone had escaped, and he was about to kill himself to escape the sure punishment that awaited him. But Paul called out to him in the darkness not to harm himself, telling him that they were all still there and accounted for. The jailer and his entire household believed in Jesus. When we are obedient to the guidance of the Holy Spirit, it does not necessarily exempt us from trials and persecution, but it will in some way work together for good and for the glory of God if we allow it to. Have a wonderful day and spread the word.